Hello friends, this is ER Patel Parth and here I am going to show how to do fluent flow analysis of the pump. This is, you can see the pump casing here, and this is the all the streamline you can see it here, and here I am going to show the animations of this is animation of the water, how the water is inlet from here and how it's outlet. Look at this. This is the water bubble. This is the ball shape. In ball shape you can see the water bubble at here, and it's an inlet from here and it's an outlet from here. You cannot see the properly how the water is going through this pump casing, because the water pressure at here is too much high, around 100 pascal. But in this all the streamline water moves and then after it's out from here. Okay, the first question is why we are doing this fluent flow analysis, because this is very important for the any pump engineer, any pump designer. By doing this analysis he can ensure that where their flow is going where the flow of the water is disrupted. You can see the different kinds of the streamline at there, and at the I'm going to show at that place the pressure is too much high. So for the design engineer he can also ensure that where he has to add the material or not. So here we can add the higher amounts of the material. Okay, so and also we can change the shape of this outlet. So here we get the less amount of the pressure and it's a good for the pump casing design. So that's why we have to do this analysis. Let's begin with import the geometry. Import geometry. I drew this geometry in the SolidWorks software, and then after I import my part at here. And how to import the part from the external geometry, so you can learn, you can watch my first video, and you should watch my first video. Here we add the material, and then after we have to click on the generate, so the part is generated. Okay, here you can see that this is the pump casing, and the most important part in this, we do not have to shell this casing. We have to we have to draw, or we have to modeling this part into the solid form. Okay, this casing into the solid form, it's not into the shell form. The first and foremost important things you have to remember in this analysis. Okay, then we go for the meshing. Here in the meshing we provide the name section. Click this part and the right click, create the name section inlet, because at that place the water is entered, and here we create the name section outlet. So it's going to be the help in the another section, solution and the setup. Okay, but here we have to put at in this meshing part. Okay, here you can see also the inlet section and the outlet section. Then we go for the mesh. The one my friend the Jiten is asking me about the one question. He had one problem in the meshing. So we have to put this is the use advanced system method. Okay, if we got the any problem in the meshing, okay, so we have to put the proximity and curvature method. Then we go for the relevant center into the fine meshing at here, fine mesh. So with the help of this you can remove all kinds of the problem into the meshing. Okay, after applying this all command. But here we apply just off this use advanced size function. By this we can minimize the R analysis time. But if you get any error in meshing, so you can apply the proximity and curvature. Okay, so by this you can find fine meshing. Okay, then go for the generate mesh. If we provide the proximity and the curvature method for the meshing, it goes the very long. Okay, or the meshing is done. Here you can also update, right click on the mesh and update. Our update is done, then go for the setup. Or the setup is opened, so we go for the domain. Okay, this is our the domain. So here you can see the default domain, but in this default domain we have to delete it. By default domain it's generated by the ANSYS. Okay, and we have to apply the new domain. Okay, because in the old domain we find out the different kinds of the error, so that's why we deleted it. Then location, we have to select this domain. Okay, B53. Then we have to apply the material at water, because the pump is used for the water, so we apply the water. And you doesn't need to apply this all kinds of things and option, we have to apply the none. We doesn't apply any kinds of the isometric theory. As your application you can apply the isothermal, thermal energy and total thermal energy, but here we apply none. Okay, then apply and okay. Okay, our the domain is done. Then we have to apply the boundary condition. Why we have to apply the boundary condition? Because the water is entered from here and outlet from here. So first we in the setup we have to apply the boundary condition. Here boundary condition inlet, and we have to apply the section, so that's why we apply inlet section. In boundary detail, from here we have to apply the normal speed, total mass. As your application you can apply it. Here we apply the total pressure. Okay, around 100 pascal. Okay, you can apply, you can change also this unit. Okay, here we apply the pascal, then apply and okay. This is the inlet boundary condition. We have to apply, we must have to apply this outlet condition also, so you can change it here, outlet, then outlet. Okay, we apply the here the name section, inlet and outlet. Okay, and that time I also told you it gonna to be the help in another section, setup. Okay, so we got the help from here. We doesn't need to select this one, it's a selected this one, just only select outlet. Okay, it's a selected by default. In boundary details we have to apply the average static pressure 1 pascal. Why we apply the 1 pascal? We apply this atmospheric pressure. Okay, because we apply the pressure at here and we just have to watch what kinds of the pressure we get at here, so that's why we apply the one only, atmospheric pressure. Okay, or the setup is done, we have to just only apply the three things: domain, boundary 1 and boundary 2. Okay, then go for this solution, or the solution is open. So here different kinds of the setting is available for the different kinds of the model. Okay, we just apply the initial value. You can also click at here the double precision parallel environment. This is the advanced setting. Okay, we doesn't need for this simple modeling. Okay, we just apply the initial value. In current solution data, in initialization option we apply just initial condition and go for the start run. Okay, the solution is running at here, you can see, and here you can see at here. Okay, the ANSYS is running, okay, to solve our the problem. Okay, look at this, loop 10, loop 11. Okay, this is the method. It's a solve. Here you can see the 10, but it's going to be the 14. So 1, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, this is the all the iteration is running by the ANSYS. Okay, the different mathematical model it's a solved by ANSYS. You can see it here the different kinds of the value. It shows the time and variable value. This is the variable value, moment and the mass. It's taken a few time. Okay, you cannot stop it. If you stop it, then you doesn't find any kinds of the things in result. So this is the most important part in this analysis. If you find any kinds of the error in this solver, CFX solver manager, so you will not get any kinds of solution in the result. So it's a paramount part in the CFX analysis. You can see it here. Has completed. You can see it here. The pump 001 has completed. The run completed. Okay, and here you can find the day, time. Okay, this is the time. Okay, and okay for this. Or the solution is ready. Solution is done. So then go for the result. The result is open. You can see this is the wireframe model. When you click this boundary one, so you can see it here the boundary one, we apply the name section inlet and outlet, and also we apply it here the boundary 1 and boundary 2 condition at here for the boundary 1 boundary 2. So we find this at here the boundary 1 and boundary 2. So this all are is interconnected. Okay, this is the boundary 2, you can see it here, and this is the domain, whole domain. We click at here the domain. Okay, by default domain we select it here. So I hide this one so you can see better. Okay, here you have to select the contour. Why you have to select the contour, I will tell you after. Here we select only 10, can apply. This is the contour. Okay, this is a contour, 10 contour. Okay, when we apply the streamline, then you can see. Okay, when I apply the streamline, then you can see, and also it's generated at here. This is the yellow section. You find the yellow section at here. So the pressure, it shows the different pressure level. Here you can see the medium pressure level. After that the pressure is increased. Okay, the pressure is increased at here. At the red region the pressure is at the maximum level. You can find out at here. Okay, at here also the pressure is maximum around the 100, around 100 pascal, because we put the pressure at here the 100 pascal. Okay, we go for the streamlined one. So here we have to select the start from. Okay, start from the where we start from the boundary one at here. Okay, and here we provide the point streamline. You can see the 250 streamline at here. It's an inlet from here and outlet from at here, okay, because it's an inlet and outlet. Apply. You can see it here, the 250 streamline means 250 water bubble enter from here, and then it's a outlet from here, so it's a move when the streamline is, it's a moving the streamline, okay. The 250 water bubble first is goes in that and that way, then after it's enter out from here, okay. You find out the maximum pressure at that level, this maximum velocity sorry, you can find out the maximum velocity at here, okay. You can change as per your application in the streamline. We go for the animation, okay. In animation you have to select the streamline and you can select the option in which you find out the different kinds of the option. Here we select the ball, you can see the ball at here. Ball is moving this streamline. Ball is a reference as a water bubble, okay. How water bubble is moved slow, you can see the water bubble, okay. So are the water is move like in this way, okay. Are the water is move like in this way, at that place the velocity is higher, so you can see the ball is move very faster, okay, compared to this region, because at this region the velocity is lower, at this region velocity is higher, so that's why the ball is move in the faster way as compared to this region, okay. You can see it here. This is the backward side, okay, how the ball is moved. So in this option I select the ball. Here you can also select the fish, this fish threading, okay. Look at this, this is the fish, okay. You can see it here. So you can change at here the speed of this water bubble or the fish, okay. You can see it here at the medium speed how it's move like that, this, okay. Go for the slow and it will slow, okay. So thank you so much, subscribe and share my channel, thank you so much.